How you doing? Hey, it's me. Hi, it's Tech. How you doing? If you're wondering what I think is annoying, it's the can't quite figure out how to have my mic and all that other nonsense set up. Anyway, that doesn't matter right now. I mean, I guess it kind of does, but we got another Holotraxia coming at you guys. Hey, I think that's great. I'm always really excited for this because it's more paint. It's more of the Stay Night crew. I'm not going to turn my nose up at that. But there's no reason. There's no reason to. It's great. Oh, speaking of, by the way, I did coincidentally figure out what the fuck Ataraxia means. It's not, as I had first assumed, a made-up word. I didn't exactly go out and look for this. I just so happened to stumble into it while learning about one of the main Roman, what was it, philosophies? It wasn't Stoicism, it was the other one. But the main thing is Ataraxia is a state of serene calmness without the disturbance of fear, or a sense, an absence, sorry, of trouble. Which, yeah, I mean, it's clearly like, hey, it's Ataraxia is like a nice sense of calm where everything's normal and nothing bad is happening. And if it weren't for the fact that at the end of every 4 days, everybody fucking dies, I would agree with that. Hence, presumably, hollow Ataraxia. It's not real all the way around. But preamble out of the way. Hopefully I can adjust this photos. Can't do it from that. I hope it didn't affect you guys. Fun. Something new at the ghost house, or I'm gonna talk to Tyga again for real once. Let me go back to this. Why don't we go check in on the ghost house? Oh, fucking really? You've already seen the scene. I thought it said new. Oh, okay. I guess I shouldn't go into the house. That's right. What the hell am I doing? I keep saying this town is strange, but what's really strange is this recklessness of mine. There's nothing remotely suspicious about it, and not one particle of me feels like staying around here. All right, let's head back to the part of the town with actual people in it. All right. Anything here? Or are we just going to skip over the night? A function I did not know until just right now. So we're going walking with Saber, right? The major events, yeah. Let's go out for a walk with Saber. A nice little patrol to the intersection. We arrive at the heart of Miyama. Looking towards Shinto, I can see the lit up bridge and all the city lights. There is nothing unusual here. We can continue our patrol in Miyama or extend further into Shinto. I shall leave it up to your judgment, Shirou. Eventually, dawn will come. We'd better not be out too late, or Sakura and the others will worry. We shouldn't be wandering around aimlessly either. Let's see. Now that we've more or less covered Miyama, I guess we should have a look through Shinto too. Soon it will be dawn. As much as I want to continue this one-on-one patrol with Saber, it's about time we start wrapping it up. Always brief, the little crossing one. Second day. Let's go. Yeah. I'm gonna click this in the hopes that the big bridge is Archer for some reason. I like a front Archer, but why mad? Why you mad at me? Why mad at me? Since I'm already loitering out in the city, I try walking across the bridge. A clear sky. The sunlight makes it a bit warm. The breeze from the ocean cools my cheeks just right. It's the start of the 3-day weekend. It's just the right Saturday, and the weather for the perfect picnic. Oh, looks like there's something going on over there. I see a group of children in the park. There's quite a few of them. They brought bats, soccer balls, In fact, there's no way they could use all those toys within one day. Having broken up in the East and West teams, they are now competing against each other. Feeling in the mood to just bask in the sun, I lean against the railing and observe the epic battle unfolding in the park. After some twists and turns, it looks like they decided a match for the morning would be basketball. Each force would select their finest and ensure the game rises above the ranks of mere child's play. Cheering, booing, excitement, disappointment. Now that I look around, there are many people sitting in the grass, caught up in the thrill of the game along with the kids. Looks like I'm not the only spectator here. Now why not? There might be the usual bit of danger with the Holy Grail War, but having a little diversion like this isn't too bad. Time that's neither particularly fun nor boring is not always so easy to come by. Particularly loud cheer comes from the park. Game's over. It was a tight race, but the team that controlled the game wasn't the one with the 3 oversized primary scores. It was actually the one of the West Force, with an extremely orthodox formation. I knew it. The kid got the flow of the game totally under control. Players on the winning team were all average, but it was their leader that stood out. The little commander didn't just issue accurate orders to his teammates, he also let out more than enough brilliance as an ace player. Besides being a foreigner with bright blonde hair, it would be strange if he didn't stand out. The little blonde commander seems to be their idol. He praises everybody's work with a smile, all by the crowd around him after the game. With that much attention, it would only be natural for him to start bragging, but he isn't. He really is the perfect boy. For just an instant, our eyes met. I've got good eyesight, but eye contact at this distance would have to be just a figment of my imagination. Or so I thought. Huh? He's coming here. Excusing himself a bit, the blonde boy goes right towards the stairs leading up to the bridge, leading straight through the park. Good morning. I accidentally make a mindless response. Oh? Is it this time of day? Should I say good afternoon? Okay, I'll do it again. Good afternoon, Oni-san. Yeah. Good afternoon. I follow suit automatically. The blonde kid rewards me with a happy smile. What's your shirt say? If anything. Crap. I seriously don't remember him. I don't remember ever being greeted by a strange boy. To make matters worse, he came all the way from the park just to see me. I racked my brain, having obviously met him before. I'm really sorry. I don't know who you are at all. Have we met before? Oh, you don't remember me? Boy looks at me with a surprised expression. I feel really guilty, but I don't have a clue, sadly. I see. Oni-san. You seem to be the dense sort. I guess it'll take you a bit. But we have already met each other many times. Well, I've been wearing something a little bit different, though. You were wearing different clothes? Nobody wears different clothes here. If it was just clothing, I wouldn't have forgotten about a kid this distinctive. Not really clothing, but appearance? Well, even to me, everything from back then does feel like someone else's affairs. Like we're the same, but there isn't much common ground. I'm getting even more confused. The blonde kid frowns and continues reluctantly. I'll give you a hint. I'm the person Oni-san probably hates the most. That should narrow it down quite a bit, right? Oni-san, you have just as much people that you don't get along with as anyone else. But there shouldn't be many people that you hate. There isn't even a hint of sarcasm in the boy's voice. Even knowing that he's disliked, his smile is just as sincere. And the blood-red eyes look straight at me. Wait a minute. Red eyes and velvet hair. Yeah, I think I know one guy like that. Nah, can't be. It can't. But this boy somehow looks... No, more like there are parts of them that are really similar to that guy. Did he have like a little brother by any chance? Unfortunately, I have no blood relatives. I always wanted to have a sibling or spouse, though. An innocent, angelic smile. Please don't worry, Silver-san isn't my type yet. Well, if I lose her, something unexpected may still happen. But for now, I'm not pursuing her. Uh-huh. Water in my brain just evaporated. So basically, this blonde kid is that. I'm him. Oh, it was along the lines of, what an infantile mess. I refuse to put up with this nonsense. So it looks like I drank a youth potion, and I didn't really get myself. No way. This can't be right. No, this really couldn't be right. No, even if this was some mistake, this really, really couldn't be right. I mean, how could it have been such a nice little kid when he was so young? Onisan, I know what you're thinking. I did ask a lot of other people and got the same reaction. I know it's my fault. Why did I end up doing things that make people hate me? Hard to answer even though it's about myself. No, but because it's about my own self, sighs the blonde boy. Oh, everyone's calling me. See you later, Onisan. Oh, and you shouldn't do anything dangerous by yourself. I think it would be a good idea to do a lot of other stuff first. If you do that, I'll be able to go back to my older self too. With a polite bow, the little blonde kid is about to leave. Wait, what do you mean? I'm sorry, I can't tell you. I was told by my master that I couldn't tell you the answer. Hello. I have a slightly different setup, so the mouse is acting a little weird right now. Remember, I have a past record. I was told to stay put until Lancer died, but there I went. Look to see Saber-san. Why do I have to end up doing that kind of stuff? What? That was during the Holy Grail War half a year ago when he impaled Castor. But okay, so that part was figure out. I'd like to try and build like what parts, like a rough timeline based on like the rough like. So they're saying that the confrontation with Castor was like in Fate, in the Fate route. But earlier when we were talking with Castor, they said that they did something to make her, to make them wary of her. So maybe there was like, in the middle of everything, I don't know. This isn't something to be focusing on right now. Master, but Kodamine isn't here anymore. I know that for sure. Yes, even if all the servants are remaining, even if the masters are here who shouldn't be, Kodamine Kyrie alone is definitely dead. He dies in every round. Yeah, that's right. My master's Kodamine. But Kodamine is certainly dead. He's already gone. Because of that, Kodamine Kyrie has nothing to do with this current situation. You should just think of me as part of a peanut gallery. I really have nothing to do with this incident. The blonde boy runs down the stairs. The children rejoice at the return of their idol. As I watch the scene, stunned as I am, I lock in the fact that the boy is him in my memory. He's him. Of course, not that that makes any damn sense. Well, alright then. Let's go talk with Ryder. Oh. By the way, are you happy with me, to be with me, Shirou? The sudden question causes my hand to stop halfway through turning the page. It is nothing, but seeing you read with the difficult expression on your face prompted me to ask. Please ignore it and continue with your book. It's been 30 minutes since I've started reading in Ryder's room. Sometimes I excuse myself to her room to read like this, but it's probably the first time she's tried to speak to me as I'm reading. Oh, I'm just not really used to this type of printing. And I do like the atmosphere of this place. How about you? I'm not bothering you by being here, am I? I do not really mind. I'm also used to seeing you frown whenever I look past my eyes. Interesting. Oh, yeah. Okay. In that case, I'll help myself. Shoving the mountain of books aside, I grabbed the next one. I found one in English, but it was completely beyond me. Let's try something normal text. So, what's with this all-out girly Harlequin romance stuff? The summary looks interesting. Writer, do you read these kinds of books too? Was it any good? Was it any good is the message I'm trying to convey through my stare. I was not that much into it, but I can only speak for myself. So not that great. Well, this one looks a little long, so I'll put it off until next time. Let's go with the short one about a swordsman. Right. Writer, would you like some tea? I can go make some. No, not really. But if you're going, then I shall join you as well. Was it unnecessary to interfere? Since Writer's so into reading, then I should immerse myself into it too. Or just borrow a book and go back into my room. Shirou. Yeah, sorry to disturb you. I'll go back to my room so you can just... As I have said, I do not mind you being here. Here's a simple question. Here's a simple question. What kind of books do you tend to read? This is a rare occurrence. Maybe her book isn't that interesting? Well, I kind of read everything, but I don't really get attached to anything in particular. The reason I'm here is because of your influence as an ardent reader. In other words, you have no particular taste. I see. That is just like you. She laughs. I feel kind of like a kid being laughed at by an older lady. What? It's not that different from you, writer. These books are all over the place. Nothing in common whatsoever. You have many interests, which means that you don't have a particularly high interest in anything. A book I especially like? Indeed, I cannot say that I have a particular genre that I like. But speaking in your terms, Shirou, for me, reading itself is an interest. I clap my hands together. Writer doesn't distinguish between nonfiction, novels, periodicals. Writer just likes books themselves. The type is unimportant to her. Well, I get this passing curiosity about what ultimate collection Writer might be hiding in that closet over there. Oh no, hold the horses, don't be hasty. I'll need a lot more than my moral self to ever see that. What is it, Shirou? For a moment there looked as if you had something truly frightening flash into your head. No. Anyway, you were saying that reading itself is your hobby? But then there must be some particularly interesting books you've read. If so, can you tell me? Let me see. I would not go so far as to call them interesting, but there have been a few that were particularly well done. If you tell me a few books that you were touched by, then I could give you some recommendations. Books that touched me. That's a difficult request. A book that really left an impression on me. I can't really say I've had one like that. I've never given myself much time for reading until now, and it shows. Well, now that we have you, there's no shortage of reading material. With writers reading fine and all, but do you have any other hobbies? You're pretty good at sports, and it would be great if you could find one more activity that you like. An activity. I do think that my life is already sufficiently comfortable as it is. Well, maybe it is, but if it was more like... Writer doesn't go out to Shinto on her own. Perhaps, just perhaps, state-level arrangements are the only thing that she would go out to Shinto for. Please do not worry. I am enjoying life in my own way. Well then, if I say that I'm doing something when you are not looking, would you believe me? Seeing her seductive smile, my heart skips a beat. If she says that she's doing something I don't know about with a face like that, I really can't help but imagine bad things. Please relax. It's definitely nothing like sucking blood from citizens in the city. I just have my own way of having fun. I am a woman after all. In other words, I'm not as impenetrable a person as you and Sakura believe. That seductive smile turns into a happy one. I'm just about to breathe a sigh of relief when... Ryder, are you there?
Is that you, Sakura? Please come in.
Sakura enters. They get up to make room for her as she comes in.
Ryder, I have something to ask. Oh. Senpai, you're here too?
Yeah, I dropped in to read for a bit.
Yes, Shirou does spend time here like this on occasion. He seems to be taking my room for a library.
Ryder says that as if giving up in amazement. But her voice was soft, so she must not be dissatisfied with such cheap treatment. And I'm happy that she thinks that way. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't mind me, Sakura. I'm just, reading my book. But if it's a serious matter, I can totally leave. Sakura looks at me, then to Ryder.
Senpai, can I disturb you for a moment?
Sure, what is it? Don't you have something to talk to Ryder about, though?
It was so, but I remembered something urgent, so please come.
If that's the case, then sure. Ryder, can I just leave my book here? I'll continue it when I get back.
Yes, you can leave it like that. But Sakura, what is it that you wanted to ask me? It's okay. I told you I can ask that later.
They're clashing. It's a clash of wills. What's with this tension? Ryder's thinking about something with a grave expression.
I am truly sorry, Sakura. Huh? Ryder, why are you saying that? I really am sorry. Should I really say what I'm apologizing for? It's okay. Just stay here, Ryder. Then I shall do just that. Again, I am terribly sorry, Sakura.
Sakura starts backtracking. I don't know what Ryder's apologizing about, but I guess receiving those apologies can be quite burdensome. So Sakura, what did you need me for?
Right. So, please come this way, Senpai.
She drags me out. Ryder is completely oblivious.
Shirou, I know it is sudden, but I have changed my mind. I will lend you that book, so please enjoy it at your leisure. I suddenly want to read for myself.
But Ryder, just now.
Really, Senpai, please come quickly.
Yeah, okay. Sakura, is it because of the dinner plans? Should I keep the fish after all? Got a mackerel in the fridge not enough? Should we really need to use new rice? It's not about dinner then. Maybe archery club? You know, that one kid. He did approach me about something. And you know, it's totally fine if you want to go out. It's just like... Sakura finally stops. Whatever her story is, she takes a deep breath and then... She tilts her head in confusion. Sakura?
I'm sorry. Is that anything to do? That's what I'd like to ask.
That's quite a memory lapse. Last time you were having memory lapses, it didn't turn out super well for a lot of the city. Sakura, have you been working too hard lately?
No, that's not it, but...
No, it definitely feels like it. Just rest for today. I'll take care of dinner for sure tonight. Alright, I'll head back to Ryder's room for the...
No! Senpai! You're right about dinner. Right, let's get started on it right now.
She's way too energetic. I guess I was just mistaken for her fatigue. Sure, but isn't it...
It doesn't matter. With 4 or 5 people, it's certainly a lot more than before, and it's autumn. It's easy to get appetites.
Well... You and Saber might actually feel that way as well as Fuji.
Right. And since it's an appetizing season, it'd be great if we did our best too.
She laughs unnaturally. It feels like she thinks she'll lose something if she doesn't drag me into the kitchen right this moment. Alright, tonight's dinner is important to you, right? Then I'll do my best too. First, let's go ask Ryder what she'd like for dinner.
That won't do. Ryder doesn't care about food. so it would just be awkward.
Something's up. First she pulls me out of Ryder's room, then she stops me twice.
Sakura's behavior is way too suspicious. But even that, this is... How should I put it? See, look here. I actually brought your apron. It's a new one with a really cute fried egg and crab on it. What if it fits you well? So I went and bought it in secret. Look, it really does fit you,
She says overjoyed.
I really don't know why, but this in itself... How should I put it?
Just looking at it makes me feel energized. Alright, I still don't get what all this is about, but now I understand how you feel.
I'll lend you a hand, so let's make a festive dinner that'll surprise everyone. I did it. Thank you, Senpai. Please try the apron.
No problem.
Yay.
She puts the apron on me, overflowing with joy. Alright then. There's been a change of plans, but it's refreshing to see Sakura's smiling face. I'll try all my tricks to make something grand tonight. Wow, cool robot. Alright. We got one more patrol place with Saber. And then, I don't know what we're doing tonight. Probably just like sleeping in.
Nothing that noticeable on this end of the residential district. There's just no one walking outside. But there's nothing out of the ordinary otherwise. There are no concrete abnormalities. But I do feel that something's not quite right. More like the facts are contradicting each other. We can hear the peaceful clamor of all the families enjoying their post-supper evening. The eve at Miyama is still lit up by the lights coming from the houses. So then why is it that on a normal evening like this, we haven't passed by anyone else?
Well, there's no danger, so who cares? On to the next one. Let's go.
I turned my back to the Japanese-style end of the residential district.
Oop.
Saber.
Yeah, see? Somebody just went inside that house. Looks like he just came back from work.
What looks to be the silhouette of a person smoothly enters the dwelling without ever ringing the doorbell. Is that true? I did not notice.
Ah, so you didn't see from over there? Oh well. At the very least, we did come across one person. Now that the missing piece has been put in its place, we should go somewhere else. So we're gonna hang with Saber. We can take through the streets. And hang with Ilya. Let's go talk to Saber. Saber, I made some snacks for tea. You want to try them? I followed the instructions on TV and tried making an unusual kind of donut called Sata Andagi. Andagi in Okinawa, apparently. Considering it's my first attempt, the results turned out to be quite decent. I'll get Saber to sample some with the tea I brought along.
Shirou.
Wait a moment. A rummaging noise could be heard from the inside. Finally, the sliding door opens.
Sorry to have kept you waiting.
Please come in. Pardon me. Place the tray with the sata andagi and tea on the table in the middle of the room.
Shirou, this is...
Filled with anticipation, Saber's eyes are fixed on the table. If she had a tail, it'd probably be wagging nonstop by now. Oh, I just tried making something I saw on TV. That looks delicious, doesn't it? I pour some tea from the pot and offer it to her. This is just a prototype, though, so there's not that many. Fried food needs to be eaten while still warm, so I brought them right away. I thought that if I got a favorable rating here, I'd try to make enough for everyone next time.
I see. If that's the case, then I will not hold back.
I'm not sure it'll suit your taste, but please enjoy.
It is made by Shirou, after all. It smells so good.
Taste must be so as well. It's my pleasure.
Her palms close together in a gesture of thanks, and she proceeds to stuff a sata adagi in her mouth.
With the chewing,
she doesn't make any comments. Her expression talks for itself, though.
And that means it's a success.
I let it aside and take a sip of tea.
Well then.
Though I'm content with just watching Saber chew away happily, I just remembered something, so I asked. By the way, what were you doing just now? Right, I was just changing. Shirou, there is something I have always wondered about. Yeah? Did I make a mistake somewhere? Judging from the sampling, I thought it was quite good. Yes, I have been advised by Rin and Sakura about this, but why is there so much variety in the undergarments covering the chest that one can get? Tea in my mouth almost sprays out. Because they were phrased it in such a roundabout way. The fact that it took me a moment to comprehend the question was what saved me. Why are you asking me this? A guy would be stumped by the availability of so many types of bra as well. I mean, looking at it a certain way, Saber herself is also a guy, but I could certainly understand the idea that women must avoid exposing their body. That is why you need underwear. But why do you need to fuss about the appearance? Fuss? Yes, Tiger and the others took me to one such store the other day. Underwear is not meant to be shown in the first place, and the sheer variety of styles on display is beyond my understanding. That's basically, kind of feel like a single father whose only daughter has finally hit puberty. But the way this one daughter, that is, Saber, has lobbed the question at me directly, with no signs of hesitation, completely precludes the possibility of avoiding the subject by just trying to joke about it. As if a bra is the enemy. Well, that's, Thus, buying a brief moment of for thought, I managed to come up with my very own answer for now. I think it must be about a woman's pride. About pride. Yeah. I just realized that I've said something completely stupid. Well, it might sound even more stupid if I just muddy the waters and not follow up with anything, so, putting on a dead serious face, I explained. And double down. Compared to men's underwear, there's certainly an overwhelming variety of, features, shapes, and whatnot. But I don't think it's just about practicality. So you are saying... Yeah, in other words, things that make you stand out, the desire to wear things that suit you, those are driven by self-esteem, aren't they? Therefore, pride. Oh. Shirou, your ears are burning red. That's because you're asking me about embarrassing stuff. What? I see. I apologize. I did not think that my question would disturb you so much. When I asked Rin, she told me that you would be able to produce a more satisfying answer. Is that right? Great. Keep that in mind. Next time I get a chance, I'll make sure her dinner's full of sugar. Not that she's around right now. Thank you, Shirou. I finally understand. Really? My glance unconsciously falls on Saber's white chest that she's now feeling with her fingertips. I raise my head, thinking of the line of sight, to look her straight in the eyes. I am not trying to deceive you. Pride, that is, self-confidence, is something I can understand myself. Sorry, it's not that I'm doubting you. It's just that... How should I put it? I don't have any expertise in this field. So. That's no problem, she shakes her head. As you may know, I have been trying to hide my feminine side to begin with. Indeed, I know virtually nothing about women's clothing. But even so, there were occasions when I had to pay particularly close attention to my dress. Really, I thought your armor was was a lot like daily clothes. Yes, that would be natural for a warrior. However, being constantly armed is also unacceptable. A commander might want to take off his armor as a sign of trust for an ally. The king might look for majestic clothes as a show of dignity. Those are the kind of events that occurred frequently. For example, yes, with such a delight of a triumphal return. At that time, the proud king of the nation will need to carry himself with the utmost dignity and dress more brilliantly than ever. I see. Then if a king never removes his armor, the subjects can't rest either. Hearing a satisfactory response, Saber nods. Wearing such majestic clothes had, in turn, also served to lift up my own spirit on more than a few occasions. Your remark has suddenly reminded me of that feeling. Pride. In the sense of the king's ceremonial outfit? Yes. Those are simple articles by modern standards, but when made for the king by skilled craftsmen and seamstresses, they have, in my opinion, an unmatched sheen to them. Tunic with majestic crimson dragons embroidered on them. Quilted mantle hemmed with golden thread. Dazzling crown. At times, just putting them on made me forget fatigue and focus my mind. Nowadays, women are already free from having to abide by men's rules. Us. Therefore, knowing about daily tasks, pride at your chest is understandable. That I can relate to my own experience. Experiencing yourself, one's own femininity through choice in underwear, is something that I think I am beginning to understand. Taking a breath, she adds, looking embarrassed. Thank you, Shirou. My good self never noticed something so obvious. That's no big deal, really. Letting it aside, she steals another quick glance at the plate with one last sata undagi remaining. I didn't say anything. I just pushed the plate towards her. Well, let's just do our best. Our best for what? Satisfied expression on her face, Sarah finishes the sata undagi and brings her palms together in a gesture of gratitude. Thank you for the food, Shirou. It was great. Delicious even. I believe this sata undangi has plenty of potential to become one of the top 10 afternoon snacks. Alright, that's great. Huh? What's wrong? There's no more left, but... Oh, nothing. It's just... A moment ago we were talking about pride and femininity, yet my mind has been distracted by food in an instant. How selfish. Nah, don't worry about it. I'd be more concerned if you'd suddenly lost your appetite. I'll laugh. For now I have no choice but to laugh. Shirou, I definitely have to refine my womanhood by observing Rin, Sakura, Taiga, and others. Well, I'm not so sure about Fujini, but no matter how you put it, this is a strange conversation. I'm starting to feel uncomfortable. Instinct tells me to start putting away the table. Elle, I feel Taiga's more feminine than you give her credit for. You two are just too close. Do you think so? By the way, Shirou, if you do not mind, could you come with me to this lingerie shop sometime? Huh? With me? Whoa. I must have mixed in some kind of fast-acting drug as one of the ingredients. I was saying something profound-sounding things just now, when in reality, I am completely unable to say whether the clothes I wear suit me or not myself. But if I can get you to see it from your perspective, Shirou, I will be glad. Is that another one of Tosaka's suggestions? Don't be ridiculous. Is it really that outrageous? I saw some customers accompanied by men in the store. As for being embarrassed in an unfamiliar place, it is the same for me. No, that's completely different. So what was that about doing your best together then? So you're listening after all. Anyway, ask Tosaka or Sakura for her selection advice. No, I cannot resign myself to be on the receiving end of favors forever. I heard there's even underwear designed to be shown on the outside. If that is true, then by all means I should get Shirou to choose it. I refuse. There's absolutely no way. This is my final word. Oh. If you're going to be that stubborn, I have an idea too. Oh boy. Under no conditions will I put on any underwear that will not be chosen by Shirou. Why did I come to this? So please accompany me in my quest. Time! Okay. We're only to the store. I'll not yield any more than that. But that is pointless. Stop right there, Shirou! What? That... Wish you luck in your endeavor.
1,000 apologies, and my humble thanks. Right there. Shit. Using the servant speed to catch up. Oh boy. Hijinks. Ooh. Oh, that's right. Ooh. What else? He's got something new to say. Today's a good day. This October 10th. Let's do one more. Let's do this. I'm having fun. Oh. The clothes hanger that I always hang my school uniform on now carries only the bottom half. Right? No, I definitely didn't. I should probably solve this here and now. Soccer take my fucking sugar. Not in here either. But then it's not like I have a habit of tossing it aside at the entranceway. Are we growing like tangerines? Or oranges or something? And if it did end up here, Sakura probably would have hung it up. I should ask her. Suck it! Huh? The door's half open. It's not what I came here for, but it's on an impulse. I take a peek inside. Oh yeah, she's totally smelling. My cheeks start burning. Holding my jacket as if it was the most precious thing in the world. She's hugging it to her chest. Sakura!
Senpai?
Scream of a herbivore that just escaped. Had its escape route cut off rings from the inside. I slowly open the door. Sakura, her face beat red, jumps back into bed. How are you getting to run that far? You look like you just seen a cockroach or something.
I was just a little surprised.
She's squeezing every bit of laughter she can out of herself. I can sympathize. Had I been in her shoes, I might have run all the way to the storehouse and locked the door behind me. Well, anyway. About my jacket. Have you, by any chance...
Yes, I was repairing the button that fell off.
Right. Put the front button that came off into my pocket, thinking I'd fix it later, but then I forgot all about it. Wow, you actually noticed that? Unlike on a traditional kakuran with gold buttons, Hamahara's uniform has them hidden inside, and it's pretty hard to tell from the rest.
Yes, I caught a glimpse of your shirt peeking out from underneath on Friday.
That much. Even I'd forgotten about it. Sakura's still as amazingly perceptive as ever. Thanks. I really appreciate it.
Senpai, wait.
She quickly snatches the jacket out of my hands.
I'll put it back in your room. After I iron it properly. How about I do the trousers, too?
Wow, really? Would you? I can't do anything but bow my head. Alright, then I'll bring the bottom part later. But isn't it too much for you to do the laundry as well as the ironing? It just tilts her head in question. Seriously? Ironing stuff like dress shirts brings the term pain in the butt to a whole new level.
Really? There's still Saber-sans as well as Nisans. You shouldn't take too long.
Yours should do.
Well, now that you mention it, men's clothes do take less time.
For a number of reasons, I'm excused from the laundry chores. With a female camp this strong, not all that surprising. In fact, going into the changing area of the bathroom requires the utmost care. Right, Sakura, if it starts to pile up, just make sure to ask Saber or Ryder for help.
Yes, Ryder's already helping me.
I guess Saber needs to pick up the slack.
She sure is very meticulous. She might even get into it.
I can't help but imagine Saber poring over every wrinkle with an iron in one hand. Should we really let her?
She wants to help out too. Do you mind if I talk to her myself?
Please do, as gently as possible.
If I tell her that Ryder can do it, I'm sure she'll just learn to not be left behind.
She'll learn just not to be left behind. Ha 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 ha! The atmosphere lightens up. Oh well, I'll go bring the trousers then.
Right. Senpai? Sakura stops me with the jacket on, still on her lap, with a slight blush on her cheeks.
Senpai, you're already graduating in March, aren't you?
Yeah.
Did you already decide on who you'll be giving the second button to at the ceremony?
Turns out our school has that custom as well as giving away the second button to a girl after graduation. But seeing how it's still a ways off, I haven't even thought about it. Is it some sort of... I guess it's like a Japanese thing. I haven't.
Thank goodness.
It's not really anyone other than you. If you really wanted, that is.
I don't really deserve it.
Don't say that. I'm already in your debt. Even just now with the uniform and all.
That's, never mind. It just crossed my mind. Right, I'll get the yarn set up, so the rest is up to you, Senpai.
She promptly shoos me out of the room. Looks like I'm not supposed to cry any further. I guess I'll go back to my room and get the pants then. And it's nighttime. Oh. Let's hang around the area. Talk to Saber. The usual daily chat. While everyone else is taking a bath, I have some light practice with Saber to help digest dinner. It's more for the sake of exercise than competition, so rather than using Archer's dual-wielding style, I'll just have one Shinai. Instead of coming at me with the usual flurry of blows, Saber starts pointing out, in a relatively gentle manner, the areas that need improvement. Your overhead cut still leaves a huge opening. Try to restrain yourself until the very right moment. Of course, gentle is a purely subjective term. My wide open chest got smacked and down to the floor I go. Ow! You think I notes? Trying to ignore the pain, I stand up and ready my Shinai once again. Good. You're getting sharper every day. Let it continue the same way. Saber seems pretty happy. You're enjoying this, aren't you? Yes, you are definitely improving, albeit slowly. For a teacher of swordsmanship, there is no greater joy. I see. In front of a coach like this, any student would get motivated. Then let's keep going a while longer. This time, I have a secret technique. It's not really something I'd like to show off yet, right? As a token of this student's sincere appreciation for his teacher, I shall want to show her something good. Very well. Back to our positions, Shirou. Saber resumes her stance. It's like always, as soon as she sees that I'm not moving, she comes charging forward without giving me a chance to rest. Ugh. But instead of parrying it from the front, I step to the side as if weaving through, and we pass each other. And as we pass each other, she easily avoids the blow I aim for her head. Oh, it's the best one so far. You still dodged it so easily. I hang my head in shame. Shirou, what was that maneuver just now? Oh, the new Shinai technique? Well, I thought I'd surprise you for once, so why did I just get the feeling that she's really pissed off? Saber. Indeed. There's no need to ask for where you learned it. That footwork, that attack style is definitely Ryder's. Just when did you... Well, you weren't here, so I asked her to come practice with me. But then I'm nowhere near Ryder's skill or speed, so I was more like referencing than actually imitating her. I see. In other words, so you have no qualms about learning from anyone, no matter who the teacher is that it? Indeed, now that I think about it, you copied Archer's technique too, didn't you? Saber? You say that your magic is from Rin and your swordsmanship is from myself, but in reality you are quite fickle. You know, I could even ignore Archer's influence, but Ryder, out of all people... Oh, wait a second, Saber, are you sure you haven't got the wrong idea? She's not listening. Her movement's full of vigor. Saber raises her Shinai back to the position. Very well. Come, Shirou. Feel free to use two blades, chains, or whatever you like. Tonight is a great opportunity. Let us show whose fighting style is superior, once and for all. No, I do realize yours is best, and... Are you
upset because I trained with Ryder.
Such a trivial thing does not bother me. I just want to see the results of your studies under all these other people. At this rate, I may as well start watching out for Lance's and Assassin's tendencies. I hear her mutter. Liar, you're all riled up. I can see it. Naturally, we're in the middle of a training session. Now please prepare yourself, Shirou. Oh boy. What I learned today. First, Saber's still extremely strong, so try not to anger her as much as possible. Second, when it comes to swordsmanship, remain faithful to Saber no matter what the circumstances. And so on. Only now, as my consciousness is fading, do I finally realize Saber's true, dreadful potential. Dead end. Although, to be fair, getting some tips from Assassin, not the worst thing ever. Going by his pedigree. Ooh. Lad, why are you sitting next to me? Oh, it's him. Weren't you the one that came up to me, Lancer? What was that weird impression? Me and Lancer, one sad pair, sit on a bench at the park. I was here first. I was the one who sat down next to me, complaining about stuff. Is that so? Hanging out with a dude ain't been a pain. It ain't been the plan. Sorry I'm a guy. It'd be better if I were a girl. Would be a very welcome change, that. Hell, I'd let you sit on top of me, too. What? Ain't no reason to redden up. Your stuff's still there, ain't it? I am not the bisexual one of my polycule. He said, denying everything. I am not blushing, and I do still have my stuff. I'd like to shout that out, but this is a public park. Is it? Sorry, it is? But ain't it enough to say I'd let her too, or I'd sit her myself? Or something smooth like that? That's not smooth, that's harassment. What's that? Weapon? Food? I am now explaining the concept of Sekihata to a hero of mythological times. This is too much. It's almost as impossible as explaining what internet is to Hosaka. And if I do try it, I'll probably be taken for a clown. The answer comes from a world where night crawling is to plunder the goods still commonplace. So, what's sad is that I'm stuck here alone with a little kid, right? Can't you go catch a few like you always do? Sure could, but I ain't seeing any good ones swimming by. Target in sight. He deploys from the bench in one smooth, fast motion. There's only a Lancer good. Hey, ladies. Got a minute? And so it begins. I do wonder what sorts of girls he's picking up this time. Ladies sounds like a big catch. Oh.
You mean us?
Ladies does appear to indicate all of us. Where are you? Wait, is that the Track and Field Club? Me? Ain't no suspicious guy. So your name? Well, just call me Lancer, or the Yankees Blue Panther. How about that? Oh, the way you sit here is Fuyuki's Black Panther herself. Did you know? Makidera, the self-proclaimed Black Panther, responds to Lancer's remark. By all rights, the two of them should have started a fight by now, but strangely enough, they seem to be actually getting closer instead. In fact, they even get along quite well. Ah, so you're the Black Panther. I always thought I'd meet you someday. No for fighting or anything. No, says that. I'm not really.
Lucky-chan, you're famous.
I thought it was only Makidera calling herself that, but I suppose the world is a big place. No. No, I bet that was Lance's first time hearing it too. So, this pretty girl and lovely lady here. Are those Black Panthers?
Yes, we're Monkey-chan's friends.
Yep, Himura and Yukika. We're in the same club and... Wait, no need to tell me. Black Panther. Okay, fast runner. You can tell by looking? You have a nice physique. That's amazing. If you're that trained, you deserve the name Black Panther twice over. Smooth talker. There's gallantry behind that wildness. Next, Lancer quickly glances over Himura. This lady over here, not into speed, but rather height. Vertical over horizontal, so to speak. Oh, that's quite right. You have good eyes. And as for the young miss... Segus is the team manager, so athletics isn't really her strong point. Come on, Rose. You can do it. Nancy looks to be at a loss for a good positive analogy as well.
I'm the manager, and Kani-chan is an expert at high jumping, and Maki-chan is an ace at middle distance running.
Seems you're no stranger to this stuff, but what's your field? Makidera either sincerely believes that Lancer's somehow involved with track and field, or maybe she just likes being hit on by men. Whatever the case, Lancer sure is a fine man, as I hate to admit it. Me? Oh, my specialty is the javelin throw. Yeah, okay. Specialty. Yeah, right. Your javelin has auto-seeking capabilities. Huh? So you really are into athletics. That makes me happy. Javelin throw. That's what Kubota-kun does on our team. Ellie.
That's what Kubota does on our team.
Oh? You look like you're pretty good at that. What's your record? Mythological numbers, ladies. Let's not even... Whoop. Speed of about Mach 2 and a distance of about 40 kilometers. No, not only that, it could probably hit the target even if it were on the other side of the Earth. You know, cause and effect. It scares me that Lancer would actually say something so careless to these three girls who don't really know anything. Right, well, I don't think there are too many who can beat me. 2 in the whole world. Actually, maybe 3? Those lightly spoken words carry much truth behind them. Even Makidera and the others who have no idea who they're talking to feel like it's not Lancer's area speaking.
That's amazing. I'm so envious.
I see. You may just have the skills to be called Fuyuki's Panther, just like me. That was Makidera, who couldn't wait to say that she was also great. Aside from that, Lancer seems to be connecting unusually well with the trio. Could this hunting section actually end up into success? Well, they are underage, so let's not get too ahead of ourselves, Shirou. Well, why don't we go somewhere and discuss that in detail? Are you inviting us, sir?
What do we do, Maki-chan?
So why not? We are free after all. Makidera must be in seventh heaven after being complimented like that. Mura's still cautious. Segus is just overwhelmed by the rapid development, and things are going Lance's way. Oh, am I going to witness a successful hunt on the first ever time? But to see my fellow comrades right before my eyes, even if one of them is a little odd, can't let them fall prey to this poisonous bite. Look at Mura, he looks like a strong and interesting guy, right? I wouldn't mind hearing a story or two. I want to have some fun. Indeed. Now, if I don't go, who knows what you will do. Let us all go together.
Can I also tag along?
Happily, young lady. You're so cute. Do you have a significant other? This is getting excited. Segus is burning red too.
No.
Mister, Yuki, she's innocent. You can't bother her. Sorry. Then shall we get going? Congratulations, Lancer. Laughing softly, I get up from the bench. And also, I am quite sorry, Lancer. Hunting session. Let me forgive you, but I will not. Dun, 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 dun. Emiya. Wait, what's that sour look? Huh? Emiya? Emiya. Another acquaintance of yours? That's right. Then you know what I'm here to do, don't you? Stop. It's all fine before I cast, but I ain't letting you ruin the catch as I pull it in. And it's rude to the ladies, too. He has a point. At least one of them was having a good time. As a master hunter, Lancer is determined to follow through on his catch. So then, what were you planning on stopping? Well, that'd probably be when you and the ladies defeat me. Alright then, don't forget that. So there is a way. I may be hopeless in battle, but I do have the trump card at this very occasion. Hey, Himuro. What is it? You seem to know this person. Is he dangerous? I'm not really sure yet. He's kind of a good guy. I would not try anything funny, but you never really know. Frankly, if that happens, there's only 6 people in Fuyuki that can stop him. That could be a problem. Then it would be wise to plot here? No, there isn't a way to bring him down, just in case things do go wrong. I whisper a few words to her. What? Did they do it? Yeah, and after you're done, make sure to say to me. Understood. Sounds like we can handle it. Hey there, you guys done talking? Yeah, do as you like. Oh, sorry, that was Shirou. Yeah, do as you like. Alright, shall we head out, ladies? It's almost noon, so let's go have a fight first. Retreat, of course. Awesome! I want a mac. A mouthful of mac for me, please. Thank you. Oh, perfect timing for a good fight. Closer than ever, all 4 of them leave the park. As they're leaving, Himuro gives me a quick thumbs up. I want to know his weak points, so... And more than 10 minutes later, I'm still sitting on the bench, basking in the sun. I'm assuming that's Lancer screaming. Oh, what did you feed me? A refreshing scream resounds through the clear sky. Looking up at dust cloud behind him, Lancer runs towards the boar at the speed of a raging bull. What I told Himuro was actually quite simple. He starts acting funny, find an excuse to beat him with a hot dog. I've confirmed that it's highly effective, but still, there's such a strategy only after 10 minutes? One fearsome guy, that Lancer. Well then, lifting myself up from the bench, I head toward the nearby festival place. Let's go have lunch at the side of the Hound of Kulane's defeat. For those who are confused, in Irish Celtic mythology, there's such a thing as a geisha. That is where, what's it called? There was this one mecha anime. I don't remember what it was called, but it was really popular at the time. It's where why you're buying clothes at the food store comes from. Why you're buying clothes at the superstore. Code Geass, that's what it is called. A geisha is essentially a pact that you make with the world / yourself / other people. Basically, it's like, hey, I am going to put certain limits on myself in order to, in return for like power, basically. And Kukulane has several geishas on himself. One of them being he can't eat dog meat. But he also has to eat it if he's offered. It's kind of a weird thing. It's kind of how he died, I think. Anyway, I guess he thinks that hot dogs are made with actual dog? I don't know. Let's go talk with Medea. I want to talk with Medea. I'm just going to take a moment. Yeah, whatever. I finally made it to the shopping district. It's a little early for lunch preparations, but I walk around looking for any big sales, and suddenly I see Sakura. Oh, this is great. We can talk about today's menu. I stop and take a look at her companion. There's no mistake. 20 years. Caster Sakura duo. I see her around lately, but it's kind of unusual for someone to accompany her.
Senpai.
Sakura turns around and calls us over happily. Oh my, Emiya-kun, isn't it? Good day to you. None of that boy business. Now, that in and of itself is weird, but she's also standing next to Sakura and smiling pretty happily. A cataclysm, or perhaps a chance to be granted by the heavens? Hey guys, you know Caster Sakura?
Oh, you've met her before, Senpai?
I guess she wouldn't know that they know each other, huh?
It's because she's staying at Ryudo Senpai's house. That makes sense.
I suppose I don't need to introduce myself. Hello, Emiya-kun. I am also friends with Mato-san.
Senpai takes care of me at his house.
Yes, we are both in rather a similar situation. And we just had a little chat. I gulped down the retort welling up in my throat. Caster's not the Caster I know. No matter how one looks at it, she's a well-educated woman and a perfect, beautiful wife. Well, this is truly an unbelievable situation. Excuse me. I have a small question, if you will. How did you two get to know each other? The extreme shock made me go into news reporter mode.
Right, you see?
Oh, what a cute young lady. Fucking flirt on everybody. What was it called nowadays? A maid? Anyways, being a family-oriented woman is great. So what do you say? You're done shopping. Why don't we hang out? I'll carry your stuff and everything.
It's...
Don't be so scared. I ain't gonna run away with your groceries and eat them. I just like to enjoy life when I can, that's all. You'll have a sweet time, won't be bored, and you won't regret. Hold on a second, you mongrel. Everyone's mounted me on a shopping district. I can't allow selfish and conceited behavior here, even if the heavens permit it. Yeah, switch for the mountain. Piss off, I was talking to the lady. The young lady. Understood? Not some old hag with no children. Take your mackerel and flounder, get your ass out of here. Old hag. I didn't quite get what you said, Lancer. Would you like to say that one more time? Just so I won't need to hold back, I'll make sure you're rolling around on the grill like the worthless hot dog you are. You dumbass, what are you doing? Learn to recognize where you are and what you're allowed to do here there. Think of it. I am a customer, and you are what? Clerk at a fish market? You can learn how to put a smile on your face and greet customers, even if it doesn't suit you. So, I like how confused it is implied that Sakura makes me. Somehow this damn vixen managed to get used to shopping. Damn it! Today's not really my day. Screw this, I can't afford to get fired here too. You are unwise, Lancer. The shopping district is the housewife's domain. Better believe it. Not I. Well, I'm sorry for the reconciliating. Perhaps I should not have everything.
No, thank you. If you don't mind me asking, what's your name? And with that, we became friends, see?
Caster, do you mind for a moment? Right over here. I motion Caster over to the side. Hey, what's going on? I'm thinking to help Sakura, but you're not planning on doing anything again, are you? have no other intentions. I just didn't like Lance's reckless behavior. And that came always annoyed me. He curves her lips into a beautiful smile. It doesn't look like this elegant newlywed wife is lying. And Mato-san is Soichiro-sama's student. He's been kind enough to tell me a lot about the school. Oh, so Issei doesn't really talk about stuff like that? He's kind of a brother-in-law to Soichiro-sama, and I wouldn't mind if we were a little closer.
Then if you marry Kuzuki-sensei, you'll be Ryudo-senpai's sister-in-law.
Wow, Issei's misfortune with women seems to never cease.
You become less reserved with each other after that. I'm jealous of Ryudo-senpai. Right, senpai?
Yeah, maybe.
I'm envious. Newlyweds, it's so lovely.
Oh no, I feel embarrassed now. She may be acting humble, but there's no hiding the joy overflowing from within. Alright, Caster-san. No matter how calm you pretend to be, that's all there in plain view. What about you, Mata-san? Have you met the man of your dreams already?
I never had a relationship where I thought as far as marrying, and it's still a while before I start considering it, but even though his parents aren't here, I do get along pretty well with his guardian, so...
I wonder who that could... Shirou looking like, I wonder who that could be.
Somewhere in the future,
Laughing about Sakura makes weird motions. Isn't that cute? And Castro just looks on with a smile. Oop. Maybe she's embarrassed because she comes here often and doesn't want someone over here or something? Isn't that Ryder looking at us from over there? Ryder glares this way, as if not to jeer, but more like a snake focusing on its prey.
Isn't that so, senpai?
Uh-huh.
I was saying that you're my teacher at cooking.
Well, if you mean the basics, then I guess.
Really?
It's good to be cooking for Soichiro-sama, but preparing meals as a couple is just lovely.
Soichiro-sama, would you please take care of the porgy that came straight from Akashi?
Yes, however, there's no need for any tools.
Soichiro-sama, what skill you have at making Uzuri live sashimi with your bare hands, too.
Some expression you got there.
Although it differs from taking care of a living person.
Skill designed solely for snatching one's life away. They use it for peaceful food processing is a great experience. Yeah, my gratitude, Caster.
Such kind words. Oh. I want to see you in an apron.
I suppose they would make sashimi from a fish that's still alive at Zen Temple. Is a question best left unanswered. But, looking at it now, perhaps the Sakura-Caster pairing isn't all that strange. On one side, you have a housewife. On the other, a staunch domestic helper. Both seem to be the type that hold back their feelings, so they may actually be pretty similar. You're both mages as well. Being in public, I keep my voice low.
I'm no good at that at all. Even learning from Ryder, making no progress whatsoever. I'm totally different from Caster-san. Couldn't possibly compare to her.
You don't need to put yourself down. You have plenty of potential. Your latent powers are unbelievable. So even Caster can see that. As plentiful as the extra flesh you have is what a certain someone once told me. I look around. Maybe it's not just random. Any chance that Tosaka might be passing by?
I think that we, as women, have a lot of roles to fill in addition to being mages. But even with all those responsibilities, you have such a lovely home, Caster-san. Right. I will follow in your footsteps.
Sakura clenches her fists with determination, as if saying, I have just now opened my eyes to life.
Even being such a great mage, you're still so kind and elegant. You really are admirable.
Why, I'm embarrassed. And I have plenty of imperfections, too. She laughs. She sounds modest, yet at the same time somehow realistic. A combination of magic and everyday life. Caster, what do you think about that? Since I don't know a lot of mages, I'm a little curious. That thought is in itself incorrect, boy. Magic and everyday life cannot coexist. You cannot ever think about combining them. Fundamentals of magic are distortion and reversal. No matter what kind of magic it is, when used, it will distort the norm. Therefore, if you want to live correctly, you have to separate magic from normal life. You can't live in both worlds? You must fully live in both worlds. That is, a mage is someone who crosses the boundary all the time. He is free to focus on either side, but he must never try to erase the line that separates both. In order to fully immerse yourself in magic, you must exclude your normal life. Once you choose that path as a human, you must create an inner and outer face in order to master it. Then you can start deciding how to live as a person divided between magic and real life. Then how about you? You are Kazuki-sensei's wife now, but what about your side as a mage?
It's no different from what it used to be naturally.
I have no doubts about the mage side of myself.
I just use my powers as I see fit. But it's true that nowadays I don't turn into my mage self as often as I have in the past.
I see.
It's so profound.
Right now, both of us are women, for we are mages.
But when the time comes, you should have the power to support the man you love. Isn't that part of a wife's duty, I wonder? I see. Power to make your loved one happy. From now on, I must start rigorous training, just as I did when I learned to cook.
Sakura seems enamored by Caster, who gives off a feeling of being a senpai in life. I can't tell if it's a friendly exchange or a self-improvement rally.
Right? That's how caring women should be. Imitating Miss Perfect is no good.
Miss Perfect? Who's that? I feel like I've heard this name many times before.
Of course, Tono-san. There's just such a person in this rival women's academy. The one that they call Miss Perfect.
Shiki Tono? The one from Karya no Kyokai? Well, I guess every school has somebody with that name. And I guess Kanira was about to guess Tosaka. Well, not that Sakura would ever speak ill of her older sister.
Well, what sort of a girl is she? She's really unbearable, this Miss Perfect. Everyone's fooled by her.
I'm also a victim, her disposition seems to say. Sounds like Sakura really got treated badly by that girl from the rival school.
She comes from a well-known family who's also a great beauty. Just as flat, though. She's a top student and even secretly excels in magecraft. She's basically one clumsy miser, yet she puts on an air of superiority that has everyone in the dark.
Huh. Never thought there would be another walking paradox of the universe in this world. Can't say whether this world is big or Japan is just small.
Now she travels all over the world, goes to foreign school, has an international career arranged for her. It's like having a 40mm cannon for a toy. Bam, bam, fire wherever you feel like.
She seems to be wearing a thick mask. It must be trouble to have such a person as a rival.
It definitely is. She looks orderly on the outside and everyone's getting fooled by that. And she has a flat chest too.
Sakura. Chest size aside, please continue.
Okay, we'll be back to pet chest sizes later.
She's had a lot of pride in that.
It's like a roller coaster sucking innocent bystanders in for a ride. It's terrible. It's so high class that these amusement park visitors aren't able to complain. They're just forced to accept it. Without an attraction like that, the park's popularity would fall because everyone's attracted in it. I mean, Miss Perfect like that.
That is certainly a problem. But you've been making an interesting comparison for a while now, Sakura.
But the biggest problem is she's turned one innocent boy into a mindless servant. Not that I would resist doing that once or twice if I could.
Oh my, she sounds like a pro.
No. Maybe the boy got used to it or something, but lately he looks happy when Miss Perfect's ordering her around. But I still think it's bad to order people around. I'm definitely against that.
She exudes an aura of determination. I involuntarily take a few steps back. Is that so? Sakura is, very, very kind. Yeah, that's it. I squeeze out a smile. This episode's rife with fake laughter.
Right, so I would like to become a well-mannered wife like yourself, Caster-san. What?
Yes, I understand your story fully. Mato-san, you wish to rescue that boy and make him happy, right?
That's... I just think that something should be done about it.
But you have Emiko, Mato-san.
No. That's...
I'm happy that you want to be more like me. Trying to imitate me will not do you any good.
Okay.
I have my bad side too. Please don't worry. Nobody else needs to fall into an evil man's grasp. One quick glare thrown my way is enough to send chills down my spine. You are not that sort of man, are you?
I know that Senpai's a good person. Definitely.
So there you have it. How fortunate, boy. This lady will definitely make you happy. I don't know how to answer that, so I just keep silent. And you have nothing to worry about from this perfect. The only important things are yourself and the one you hold dear.
Right. Really, you're an inspiration for lives everywhere, Caster-san. You're so different from Miss Perfect. Makes me tear up inside.
I guess this is what you'd call crying out of happiness. There's nothing fancy to them. The cat's words seem to carry as much destructive energy as her rule breaker. Anyway, I'm glad that Sakura's problems are being solved.
Could I call you Onyesama? Please, Caster-san?
Oh my, it looks like I've made a cute little sister. Sakura, an oldest sister, don't you already?
Senpai, let's invite Caster-san over to our house and listen to her advice on how to live life the right way. Especially the part about dealing with Miss Perfect.
That is a tempting invitation. I'll think about it. Right, won't you shop with us as well, Miyako?
That sounds great. Senpai, let's go decide today's menu for lunch.
Right, that's what I originally came for after all. Something isn't quite right, but this isn't a good time to say no. Sakura's full of joy and cheer, and Caster seems unusually happy as well. Calm yet painful, time marches on, wrapping around my neck like a silk string. Where's Ryder when you need her? Alright. 9 p.m., dinner's over, blah 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 blah. No walk. I'll just call it a day then, I guess. Yes. We're going to the exit restart. But that'll be that. Another full day succeeded. Unfortunately, we did not see Archer. I think he got mentioned like once or twice. No Archer around. No. Let's see. Let's see if we got any like Pidgey introduction. I did buy a couple more. And we can look at them later. What's this one? This one seems new. Insufficient funds. What? 80 yen. Alright, let's grab this 200 yen one. Ooh. Fun saber. Oh. Usually it's Archer here. Promotional Illustration Part 4. The last one. Saber Collection. Rin, if you do not mind, I have something to ask. Is something bothering you? No, it's just that it has been 2 years since the original game was released. If I am not drawn with my sword or armor, would I not be difficult to recognize and therefore be bad for advertisement?
They did some serious ones elsewhere. Besides, they totally included items that represent you.
I think he's talking about the food that's here and then the lion plush here. Behind her. Alright, that's enough of that. Alright. I did have one other thing that I want to talk about, but I also wanted to do this other thing, which was bring back... Hold on a sec. Yeah, come on. Work with me, mouse. I think it's already changed. This, which was that confrontation with Archer and Shirou. I'm a little miffed about why he's mad at Shirou again, but I also have one other thing, kind of as an aside. I also made a note of that, just like the Ataraxia. And this is purely my interpretation of things. And it's based off of like a little bit of things that he said in the past, but like not really anything special. Serious. Archer and Shirou's relationship is really funny, I think, because it's like a fuck up man afraid that his son's gonna be just as bad as he is, and he's gonna grow up to be like a fuck up too. And so he's like really sensitive about it. Except the father and the son are like the same person, just from different points in time. And it's almost like Archer or Shirou's daddy issues made manifest. It feels like there's something to that, but like I don't quite have the inklings to follow through on that, other than like I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's just funny to me that he's so touchy about because the entire reason he was kind of an antagonist in Unlimited Blade Works is because he wanted Shirou to kill himself so that he doesn't end up becoming a hero and doesn't end up turning into and thus kind of creating Archer himself in this weird kind of pseudo time loop logic thing. And he fails, but it's just like he explicitly does not want Shirou to turn up like him. And it's I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this, or if I am going anywhere with it, but like it's just a funny observation that he's like his own father issues. Anyway, I hope you guys had a fun day. That's not my usual outro. Hope you guys have a lovely rest of your week. Hope you guys remember to take care of yourself. And yeah, I will see you guys next week. Or next time. Bye.